What I want to cover today is the role of the right elbow in the golf swing. I'm going to give you 3 keys to work on that I think can improve your consistency in your swing. The first thing we want to talk about is looking at where the elbow is at address. So here I've got the ball in front of me. Notice how the elbow is right in front of my right hip. Now this might be a no-brainer to think that you've got to get back to this position at impact. So at impact, the only difference is my hips are a little bit open, but my hands are a little more ahead of the ball, and the right elbow is a little deeper into impact, into the swing here. But what most golfers, when I analyze them, when I get their swings, is the elbow is back here. It's to the right of the hip, and the club gets thrown at the ball. What happens then is that thin shot, the chunk shot, and that's all because of the right elbow in the wrong position at impact. So I really want you to focus on is getting that elbow in front of the hip to the ball. So notice that the elbow's in front of the hip. Second thing I want to talk about is elbow bend. What I see in a lot of golfers is too much bend in the elbow, especially at the top. There should only be 90-degree bend in the elbow. So if I turn sideways, watch this. Here's my 90, and if I take that 90 and don't bend it anymore and rotate back, there's the top of my backswing, and then if I just take my hand and bring it together, there's a perfect position at the top of the backswing. So it's a 90-degree elbow in the angle. Thirdly, look at where the elbow's pointing, to the ground. If I grab my club and I get to the top, if my elbow is out here, it's pointing way behind the golf ball. See that? So we want to make sure that at the top of the swing, the elbow stays pointing more at the ground like this. So I've got my 90-degree bend in the elbow. I've got the elbow pointing at the ground. Perfect top of the backswing position. Now critical coming down, the right elbow has to get reattached to the right hip, but in front of the hip. So if you watch this, the move coming down is the right elbow going down, and you can see how the club stays on plane. What I see a lot of amateurs do is this. So look where the elbow's at. It's pointing behind me here. Once you can get that right elbow coming down, you know you're on plane. We know as we continue down in the downswing, now that elbow gets in front of my hip, and I'm in a perfect position to get to impact and hit that golf ball. So if you look at it from the front, here's the ball. I get to the top of my backswing, and as I come down, I'm thinking of this right elbow getting in front of that hip and getting deep into the swing. See that? So from here, you can even do a pump drill, and all I want you to do from here is get that right elbow way deep into your golf swing. If you can work on those 3 key elements, I think your consistency is going to improve dramatically. Okay, so what I'm going to discuss today is how the left arm moves in the golf swing. And that's if you're a right-handed golfer. If you're a left-handed golfer, just flip it around the other way. But I think what you're going to find out today is the left arm has to move a certain way and be connected to your body to hit solid golf shots. And the first thing I want you to pay attention to is when you're at address. When you're at address, there is almost a little pinching feeling between your upper left arm and your chest, and that's that connection. So what you're basically doing is doing a little preset, kind of taking your left arm and just kind of squeezing it in to your left pec muscle, and when you're at address, you're going to want to feel just that little pressure right there. Okay, so that first move we're going to make is in the takeaway, and when I get my address position here and my arms are hanging naturally down, vertically straight down here, you're going to move, you're going to rotate back with your shoulders, and as you get to the halfway checkpoint, your arm should be across your chest and at a 45-degree angle to the target line. So if I had a target line here, and then I took my left arm, it should be at a 45-degree angle. So as I take it back, I want to rotate with my upper, and at the halfway point or the 9 o'clock point, I want to feel that left arm has gone across my chest at a 45-degree angle, and I'm still on plane. Okay, and when we take it up to the top, there's a little bit of variance in where your left arm can be. So if we've taken it back and down the checkpoint and we continue to rotate, the left arm can either be along the shoulder plane line, it can be up a little bit above it, a little bit below it. So you've got a little bit of room here, but what I don't want you to do is lift independently of your shoulder turn. So as we come back and we complete our shoulder turn, that's it. If you lift any more, that's an independent movement that's going to kill your golf swing. Okay, so now we want to talk about coming down, what the left arm does coming down. You know, we've checked point halfway back across our chest, up to the top, and as we start rotating down, I don't want the move to be here. See, that's an over-the-top move. The left arm, literally, the hands and the arms drop. See that? They drop down on plane, just like that. So there's a little dropping motion, and again, there's my 45 to the target line. So your checkpoint coming down is at my 45 degrees to the target line, halfway down. Okay, so now coming into impact, it's just a constant dropping of the left arm, rotating of the shoulders, and then the hips as well, rotating through, and you're at a perfect position at impact. So you can see how much that left arm is dropped from the top position. Hands and arms have dropped, shoulders have rotated, hips have rotated, and you've gotten into a very good impact position right there. Okay, this is the make or break in your golf swing with your left arm for the right-handed golfer. When you get to impact and beyond, this is something I worked on for a long time until I finally got it. You're going to feel like at impact that left arm has dropped way down, really low, down here, so that when you come into impact, so I put a ball down here, and you've come through, see how that left arm can stay into your body, and then it can fold up? Well, if you come in to impact with that left arm high and the shoulder high, then you can end up flipping at the ball, and that's what most amateurs do, is they flip at the ball. So we want to really feel like at impact our left arm has dropped significantly down, and now it's in close to our body, and we're able to rotate through the shot, and then the arm fold up, and then we get back on playing with the club. And you can do this in a mirror at home a ton. Get down, get sideways to the mirror, get it at impact, feel the left arm real low, and from here just bring it through, and that's a perfect follow through in the golf swing, is that left arm staying low and hugging the body.